The catalog. Press the Material List button on the left of the screen. The job material list will appear. This list is created when you press the Stock List button. The pipes and their connections are gathered from the drawing. SprinkCAD determines the correct fittings based on your strategy settings. Press the Catalog button. This opens the Material Catalog or database. The material list still appears at the top, allowing you to add items from the catalog if you wish. The catalog is organized into several categories as identified by the tabs along the top of the window. Available categories are sprinklers, fittings, pipe, valves, nipples, hangers, riser, and miscellaneous. As you pick among the tabs, the selection criteria along the top of the window changes as appropriate for the component type. For example, sprinklers are defined by model, orientation, finish, temperature rating, hazard, and performance. Pipes are defined by schedule, size, and length. When the tab is selected, the items at the bottom of the window list every item of that category from the catalog. Picking values from the selection criteria will narrow the results in the list. To add an item to your job, pick it and press the Select button. The item will be copied to your material list. The Part Detail button allows you to access additional information on a catalog item. Pick an item from the list and pick the Part Detail button. The Item Detail dialog box will appear. You can view the properties for this component by selecting the Detail Info, Vendor and Maker, and Price and Labor tabs. The buttons available in the Item Detail dialog box will differ based on the Catalog Edit mode, which is enabled through Options. When the Catalog Edit mode checkbox is not enabled, you cannot change any of the information for the part. When it is, the Edit button is available, and you can modify the database. Press Edit to allow changes to the field items such as price and part number. When you're finished, press OK to save the changes. Press Close to exit. Exit the material list and press Exit again to return to the drawing. Finishing the drawing. Zoom in and have a look at your mains. SprinkCAD has added grooved couplings at 21-foot intervals to accommodate stock links. These are non-user couplings in that they were inserted by SprinkCAD and not by you manually. Non-user couplings do not break the pipe where they were inserted. This allows you to enter SprinkCAD Design and change the maximum cut link setting in the stock listings strategies. When you return to the drawing, the couplings will be inserted again to accommodate the revised length. Select Update Drawing Pipe Information from the SprinkCAD Pro toolbar. Select Branch Tags, Weld Tags, Non-User Couplings, and Tidy Pipe, and press OK. The tags will be added to your drawing. These tags synchronize with the tags from your stock list reports. The thick, tidy pipe lines are added to your pipes as well. More detail can be added to the riser section. All of these additional details must be added in a non-sensitive layer such as 0, or errors will result when trying to enter SprinkCAD Design. Select Hanger Details from the SprinkCAD Devices pull-down menu. Select the hangers that you used in your project and insert the detailed drawings. When you start a new SpringCAD drawing, hydraulic blocks are inserted into the drawing. These blocks automatically collect information when you enter water supply data, design criteria, and perform hydraulic calculations. There are 2 blocks from your current job. The block at the bottom collects water supply information from the Job Info screen. The block above it is for Remote Area 1, and it is filled with the results of your calculation. Retain these 2 blocks for your drawing. The blocks above this are for remote areas 2 to 9. They will be blank because you only have 1 remote area in this job. Delete them by highlighting and pressing the Delete keyboard key. Setting up the plot layout. Pick the 36 by 48 horizontal tab at the bottom of the screen. Note there are several tabs for various sheet sizes in horizontal and vertical configurations. Start by turning off the SPK border layer. This will make it easier to erase the existing viewport. Pick the existing viewport. It will be layer SPK Viewport. Press the Delete keyboard key to remove it. Turn the SPK border layer on again. Make the SPK Viewport layer current. From the AutoCAD View pull-down menu, select Viewports. 1 viewport. Pick a window to define a viewport approximately the size required for the plan view. Note if you double-click inside the viewport, it will switch to Model Space. If you double-click outside of the viewport, you will switch to Paper Space. Double-click inside the viewport to switch to Model Space. While in Model Space, you can use the regular AutoCAD commands to pan and zoom. Move the riser section and other details out of the way so that they will not appear in the plan view. Pan the plan view so that it appears in the center of the viewport. At the command line, enter Z to start the zoom command. Enter 1/96 XP. To scale the model to 1/8 equals 1 foot. You can enter paper space and pick the viewport border to turn on grips if required to change the size or position. An alternative method for changing the scale is to pick the viewport border while in paper space. Right-click and select Properties. The Properties palette will open where you can set the scale with the Standard Scale field. This figure shows the plan view and scale block scaled to 1/8 equals 1 foot. Create another viewport for the riser section. This time enter 1/48 XP as the zoom factor to get a scale of 1/4 equals 1 foot. The riser section appears here at 1/4 equals 1 foot scale. Continue with this method to insert as many viewports as you'd like to show various drawing details. Before plotting, turn the SPK viewport layer off to remove the viewport borders. Pick any of the attributes in the title block. Right-click and select Properties to open the Properties palette. Fill in the Attributes area and exit the Properties palette. The title block will be filled with the information. From the SprintCAD pull-down menu, select Hide and Drawing Info, Head Block. The head block is a table showing head properties and the number required. You'll have to scale this block to about 1/80 to get it to fit in the Paperspace title block. This completes your tree project.